Some places don't need an introduction. They've already seen centuries of arrivals, departures, and stories. Tonight, this is where we begin. We stepped out of the convention center quietly. The conversation stayed behind. The idea settled somewhere inside. Outside, Mumbai was already in motion. The first thing you notice is the rhythm: cars, signals, people crossing without hesitation. This is not a city that waits. It moves and expects you to move with it. We entered the metro station, pausing briefly in front of the route map. So many lines, so many directions. In big cities, movement itself becomes a language. You don't need to know everything, you just need to know where you're headed next. The train arrived without ceremony. Doors opened, people stepped in. Another quiet system carrying thousands of lives forward without ever asking for attention. And just like that, we were back on the streets again. The transition was seamless. From underground movement to open air chaos, Mumbai doesn't mark its transitions loudly, it just keeps going. We walked alongside the road, watching signals change and traffic respond. There's an unspoken understanding here. Everyone adjusts, everyone adapts. It reminded me of something from earlier in the day. Systems work best when people understand them instinctively. We passed a statue of Dr. Ambedkar standing quietly, watching the city move around him. Some ideas outlive their time, they become foundations, you stop noticing them, but everything stands on them. We kept walking, no hurry, no destination anxiety, just following the road and letting the city reveal itself. Then we came across something that made us slow down. An open public learning space, lights on, fans spinning, students sitting together, studying, discussing, charging laptops and phones. In the middle of a busy city, knowledge had found a quiet corner. No walls, no barriers, just access. It felt important, because the future we talk about so often depends on moments like this. As we walked further, the city shifted again. Large buildings, decorated entrances, different eras standing next to each other without explanation. Progress doesn't replace the past, it layers over it. Then came buildings that looked older, strong, quiet, probably from a time when the city was learning what it would become. They've watched generations pass, and they're still standing. We crossed the road near Balasaheb Thackeray's statue, another reminder that cities aren't just built with concrete, they're shaped by voices, beliefs, and movements. A double-decker bus passed by. For a moment it felt familiar and foreign at the same time. Cities borrow ideas, they adapt them, just like people do. We walked past the Vikrant Memorial, a reminder of strength, of service, of quiet discipline. Some contributions are never loud, but they hold everything together. The Kalagoda statue appeared next. Art, history, expression. Even in the busiest cities, there's always space for symbols, for pauses. As we moved forward, beautiful buildings appeared unexpectedly. You don't search for them, you just notice them when you slow down enough. And then the gateway of India appeared, not suddenly but gradually, as if the city was preparing us for its presence. We turned, and there was the Taj, lit up against the night, calm, steady, watching the city the way it always has. People were everywhere, some walking, some sitting, some just watching the water. No one was in a rush. In a city that never stops, this felt rare. Boats rested nearby, tied with thick ropes to an old iron pillar. Anchored, it felt symbolic. No matter how far you travel, you need something steady to return to. We walked around quietly. No checklist, no plans, just letting the place settle. Eventually, it was time to head back. We turned away to catch our return train. There weren't many visuals left, and that felt right. Not every ending needs to be shown. After a day of talking about the future, this walk felt important because it reminded me of something simple. The future doesn't arrive loudly, it doesn't announce itself, it's built quietly. We see in between metro stations, on busy streets, in open learning spaces, and by the water at night. And just like every journey, this one also found its way home.